right, let's talk through these two problems. Number one, it says solve. What does it mean by solve? What's my goal? What am I trying to do? Yes, sir. Close. I don't want to set it equal to 0 necessarily. What am I trying to find when it says solve? What is there to find here? Yes, sir? We're going to find log of what? What's it got up there? Log base 5 of 2x plus 3. What's the unknown piece there? Which of these values is unknown? X. So when it says solve, we want to know what's the value of x that would make this a true statement. I need to use order of operations if I'm going to do this, that I make sure I execute things in the proper order. When we are trying to evaluate or simplify, we're going to go this direction. When we are trying to solve, we're going to go this direction. Or another way to think about it, if we're going to stay just on one side of the equal sign, we're not trying to move things to another side. We're not trying to make anything cancel. We just want to work with what's there. That's when we start at the top and go down. If I'm wanting things to cancel, if I'm wanting things to go away so that I can find something, that's when I start at the bottom and I work my way up to the top. Where is x right now? It's inside parentheses. So order of operations says I can't get to that until way up here, and because we're trying to solve, I have to start at the bottom. Do you see any addition or subtraction in this problem that is not inside parentheses? That's the first thing that we're going to have to get rid of. So our goal right now, we need to isolate this so that we can get into it. And we're going to start that process by subtracting 4 from both sides. All right, so I have 3 log base 5 of 2x plus 3 equals what? 6, there we go. Because we did 10 minus 4. So that's how we got our 6. Is there any more addition or subtraction that is not inside parentheses? Nope. So we can move on past that step. What about multiplication or division? Is there any multiplication or division that's not inside parentheses? The 3. That 3 out in front of the log is being multiplied there. So how am I going to get rid of that? How do I undo it? Divide. We're going to divide both sides by 3. So on the left, that's going to make my 3 cancel. That leaves me log base 5 of 2x plus 3 equals what? Equals 2. So far, so good? Is there any other multiplication or division that is not inside parentheses? Nope. All right, so we can check that step off. Exponents. While I don't see any powers, I do see something that undoes powers. What's up here that reminds me of exponents? 5 is the base on the log. Log is what I see that reminds me of exponents here. What have we drawn when we see a log and we're trying to solve it? Triangle. So let's draw our triangle here. And you guys just told me a moment ago that the base on this log is what? 5. What's the argument on this log? 2x plus 3. That goes down here on the bottom. Because the only thing that goes up high on the triangle is what? Starts with an E. The exponent. What is our exponent here? 2. The only thing that goes up at the top is the exponent. All right. Over on the left-hand side, we had these pieces right here, but that's where x was, and we're trying to find x. So I'm going to need to rearrange or rewrite this so that I have one side of my equal sign that doesn't have an x. That means I'm going to have to use these two numbers right here because neither of these have an x. Which thing is the base again? 5. Which thing is the exponent? 2. So I'm going to have 5 to the power of 2 equals my argument, which is the part that has the x with it, 2x plus 3. Is there anything here that I can evaluate, anything that I know the value of that I could rewrite in a different way? 5 squared. What is 5 squared? 25. So 25 equals 2x plus 3. And now notice when I did that, because the only thing over here on the right is 2x plus 3, I don't have parentheses anymore. I don't need them anymore because there's nothing here except this expression. To get the x all by itself, I've got to start back down at the bottom and work my way towards the top again until x is alone. Is there any addition or subtraction on the same side where x is? What do I do to get rid of it? Subtract 3 from both sides. So we get 22 equals 2x. And then what do we do? Divide by 2 on both sides. And what is 22 divided by 2? 11. X equals 11. I need to know whether or not that is valid. Substitute it back in, and what am I looking to happen? It's not 0, and it's not what type of number? It can be a fraction. What'd you say, Naya? Extraneous. How would I know if it's extraneous? What type of number would I see that would make it extraneous? A 0 would make it extraneous. What other type of number starts with an N? A negative. My argument can't be a negative number. So we're going to check it here. I only need to check the argument, which is just that part inside parentheses. So 2x plus 3. This has to come out to be a positive number. If I put 11 in the place of the x, well, what's 2 times 11? 22 plus 3. What type of number is 22 plus 3? Yep, I get 25, which is a positive number. And so that means that this is valid. If it had come out to be, say, -3, then it would be an extraneous solution because my argument cannot be negative numbers. All right, number 2. Number 2 says to simplify. I had to change the directions there real quick. What's the first thing I want to do here? Yes. Keep, change, flip. Absolutely. Keep this. Change this. Change it to what? Yep, change it to multiplication, and we're going to flip this. All right, so 4x minus 8 over x plus 2. There's my keep. Here's my change. And then my flip. 2x plus 4 over x squared minus 4. Okay, so after keep, change, flip, what do I do? Yes. So what you just described was pulling our GCFs out, and you did that absolutely perfectly. We're going to have a 4 on the outside with an x minus 2 here. It's kind of like the reverse of distributing. So 4 times x minus 2 over x plus 2. This is multiplication right here. Up on the top, we had a GCF of 2, and so you said we pull that out to the front, and that leaves me x plus 2. Can we do anything with this bottom piece? Yes, this is a difference of 2 squares. And it factors to be x plus 2 and x minus 2. You're absolutely correct. Okay, so now what? What cancels? Do I cancel like, ooh, these two?
X minus 2 and x plus 2.
X minus 2 cancels with x plus 2 like this?
No, like the x minus 2 and then the x minus 2 on the bottom.
Got it. X minus 2 and this x minus 2 over here, okay.
And the
X
x plus 2 on the top and bottom.
plus 2 on the top and bottom. So this one with these two?
No.
Just one of them. It can cancel with either one. It doesn't matter which one you cancel it with, but it can only cancel with one because we only have one on top. So what do I still have left in the numerator then? I have 4 times 2 on the top. I have x plus 2 on the bottom. Can I cancel this out? Why not? Yeah, this has a plus in between these two portions, and this has a times. Division, that's what my fraction bar is, division can't cancel out with pluses and minuses. So if I'm going to cancel something that has a plus or a minus with it, it has to be the whole thing, not just pieces of it. So what would my fully simplified result look like? 8 over x plus 2. That's absolutely correct. Do you guys have any questions for me on either one of these problems? All right. Today and tomorrow, I want to continue working on some independent review. Today, the focus is on rational equations and expressions like problem number 2. Tomorrow is going to be a review of probability. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I want to spend playing some review games, answering specific questions for you guys. If you have individual questions, I'm more than happy to help you and work with you guys on that stuff today. You're not just on your own. But I want to give you independent time, work with a partner time, as you guys are looking through these reviews. So again, today I want you to focus on this one right here, Unit 11, Rational Functions and Equations. As you're going through that, the problems that you're like, I do not remember how to do this at all, I am totally stuck, those should be the kinds of things that you're making little notes or you're coming up and asking me about right now. Those are the types of things that need to go on your reference sheet. If you need another copy of the reference sheet, it's like a goldish color, please let me know. You guys should begin, if you haven't already, working on filling that in. Just the act of making that sheet alone helps a lot with studying. So don't forget, you get one side of that reference sheet. Multiple choice portion is going to be on Canvas. When is your exam in here again?
Monday.
Next Monday, a week from today. You need to make sure that you bring your Chromebooks with you because the multiple choice portion will be on Canvas and you cannot complete it from your phone. And then there will be the paper section that you'll do after that. I'm going to get the paper study guide into your hands tomorrow. My goal was to get it to you today, but then I was out sick on Friday, so I wasn't able to get that printed. So I'll get that into your hands tomorrow. And then, like I said, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I want to take questions. I want to play some games to help us review and get ready for that final exam. You guys have the rest of the time today to work on this review or any of the other prior reviews.